Alright guys, welcome to today's class. Okay, today's class I'll be teaching basic, okay, very simple multiplication of decimals. Okay, so I want to give us a few examples and we're going to do it together and see how it works. Imagine I have two. Let's take for instance I have 2.32 multiplied by 1.3. So I'm going to write this as I'm going to put a point here, put another point here. So this is going to be 2, 3, 2. Now this 1.2 is going to be 1, and then there's going to be 3, 1.3 rather. So I have this, and remember it's multiplication. So I'm going to balance this part with what? 0. Now 0 times 2 gives me what? 0. 0 times 3 gives me what? 0. 0 times 2 gives me what? 0. I'll go to the next one. 3 times 2 gives me what? I'll write it here, 6. 3 times 3 gives me what? All right, 9. 3 times 2 gives me another word, 6. I'll now use 1. 1 times 2 gives me 2. 1 times 3 gives me 3. 1 times 2 gives me 2. Notice how I'm arranging this, okay? I will now rule a line where I'm going to what? Add. Now I'm going to add, okay? 0 plus everything here gives me 0. 0 plus 6 gives me what? 6. 9 plus 2 gives me 11. So I'll write 1. I'll take 1 up here. So 1 plus 6 is 7. 7 plus 3 is 10. I'm going to write 0 and take 1 up here. 1 plus 2 gives me what? 3. So now I'm going to, how do I get my decimal place? I'm going to count how many digits I have here. This is 1, 2, 3, 4 digits. I'll now come here and count 1, 2, 3, 4. So it means my decimal is going to be where? Here. So it means if I multiply 2.32 times 1.3, my final answer will be 3.0160. That is the answer. It is that simple. Very, very simple. Okay, so this is how you multiply numbers in decimal. Follow that same arrangement. I'm going to give us one more example. Okay, one more example. All right, so I'm going to take the second example. Let me take this off the board. So we are taking example 2 now. Example 2. Example 2. Okay, so example 2, imagine I have 35.4 times 0.47. It's the same arrangement again. I'll write my point, write another point here. Now this is point, so point, this is 35, so I'm going to write 3 and 5 point, this is 4. This is 0.47, so I'm going to write 0 here, 0.47. Roll a line, and I'm ready for my multiplication. So I'm going to balance this here, okay, by adding what? 0. Always balance this side to be decimal part to be what? Equal. All right, will be equal. So 7 times 0 will give me 0. 7 times 4 will give me 28. I'm going to write 8 and take 2 up here. 7 times 5 will give me 35. Plus 2 is 37. So I'm going to write 7 and keep 3 up here, okay? 7 times 3 gives me 21. 21 plus 3 gives me 24. So I'm going to write 24. Notice how I am arranging it. The next one now. 4 times 0 gives me 0. 4 times 4 gives me 16. I'm going to write what? 6, and I'll take 1 up here. Now 4 times 5 is 20. 20 plus 1 is 21. So I'm going to write 1, and I'm going to carry 2. Now 4 times 3 gives me 12. All right, 12 plus this 2 gives me 14. So I'm going to write 14. But if I continue with the last one, which everything here will give me 0, I can call, let me clean all these remainders that I wrote up here so we don't get confused. Okay, now 0 times 0, I'll write it here, gives me 0. 0 times 4 gives me 0. 0 times 5 gives me 0. 0 times 3 gives me another 0. So I am done with the multiplication. Now I have to add my answer. So 0 here is what? 0. 8 here is what? 8. 7 plus 6 gives me 13. I'll write 3 and I'll take 1 up top. 1 plus 4, 5. 5 plus 1 is what? 6. 2 plus 4 gives me another what? 6. 1 plus 0 gives me 1. So you see, now how do I get my decimal point? I'll come and count the digit here as usual. This is 1, 2, 3, 4 digit. I'll come here and say 1, 2, 3, 4. So this is where I'm going to put my decimal. You see, this is how you multiply. So if I multiply 35.4 times 0.47, it gives me 16.638 as my answer. This is very simple, very simple. This is how you multiply. Okay, watch this video as many times as possible. In my subsequent videos I will teach more complex situations. Okay, and in case you have a need for recorded videos like this, you can look at the contact number that is on this video. Give me a call anytime or send me a message on WhatsApp. I'll respond to you, we discuss, and then you get videos like this for yourself. Okay, thank you guys.